What's good, my people, my crew? It's the man with the wingspan. What a do? Gerard McCoy back at it with another episode of Gotta Keep It Real Podcast. I'm sorry, I got kind of serious there, but this is a very serious topic. R.I.P. George Floyd and all black people that have been unrightfully killed, African Americans, my brothers and sisters, cause as a black man myself, it really hurts to be scrolling down your Instagram, scrolling down your Instagram and seeing things like Trayvon Martin back in 2012, the current case of Miss Taylor, the black EMT who was shot. To me, this is hard. It's tough to see, and that's what I mean. It really hurts, and I'm happy that now with these protests going on, that us as a people are finally gonna get our justice that we've been waiting to get. This has all been coming to the authority of America and the government. It's all been coming to them. It was more of us waiting for the day for it all to explode. Because what's happening, these protests aren't just, people being mad over the death of George Floyd, or people just being mad over the death of Breonna Taylor. This is the pent-up rage of probably 400 years of oppression, slavery, our backs getting beaten, us being thrown to the side, getting fed scraps, getting fed nothing. No help from anybody. You know what I'm saying? And as much as the people, the government would love for you to believe that they have given us our benefits over the last 80 years of the abolishment of not slavery, segregation and all that, they haven't done a thing. You know what they did? They put us in poor areas and they made laws so that we couldn't vote for the people we needed. We couldn't get money or anything like that. Sure, you got rid of segregation, but you made it harder for us to live. From the standpoint that a lot of us had to go into crime, which is why you saw a lot of us back then being jailed unrightfully. My bad. Let me turn my phone off. That's my fault. But it's just not right. They'll have you believe that they've been doing right for these past few years, but that's just not how it's been. It's a facade. It's deception. And it really sucks to see. I don't like seeing that. I hate it. It's just like, come on now. But we're finally getting, just like I said, that's all I was saying. It's just pent up rage. It's not about, the big ones that we hear. It's just the pent up rage. And this isn't only for what's going on now. Only for black people, what's going on now. This is going to set the precedent for the future. Historians, government, like court cases, they use precedent to figure out. They use past things to figure out what they're going to decide for a case in the future. And this is going to decide pretty much the decisions that are made now in 2020 will pretty much decide what's going to happen to oppressed people in the future. And I know it's gonna be. We're gonna get what we need. We're gonna get what we want. It's gonna happen. We just gotta keep pushing for it. This isn't just for the lives of black people. This is a life for oppressed people, and I like that. Let's keep it going. Us as black people have been oppressed for far too long. We ain't done nothing to nobody, and I'm happy. But our work is not done. We gotta keep going. We gotta keep going. We gotta keep pushing for it. And I'm really happy to see that, our white brothers and sisters are stepping up for us too. They finally are seeing it. They're not blind to it anymore. They're finally starting to see it. And I hope they understand the pain that we've been going through for so long. They're finally starting to stand with us in these riots. Because, as a lot of us know, this government that we have right now doesn't really seem to listen to their black community. It seems that they only listen to the white community. So, if we have a lot of them standing with us, we'll probably get what we want even better, even faster. So that's what I'm saying. We just need all to unite as one. That's what we are. We're all a people. That's what I'm saying. We're all a people. We all need to unite as one. Dang. It's not about black or white, green, blue, purple. Just come on. It's not about that. We're fighting for justice. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we've really been missing out on, and that's why people are really mad. We just don't ever get justice for what's wrongly happening. And we're finally starting to see justice happening for everyone. So now I just want to go over some of the previous cases. These are going to be more the bigger ones. I would just like to look at some stats, right? Some statistics. Last year alone, police killed 1,099 people. Last year, 2019. And 24% of those people were black. Isn't that crazy, thinking that 24% of those people are black and we're only 13% of the population? I'm getting my facts off of mapping police at violence.org. To me, that is wild. That definitely hurts my heart, and I hate to see it. Only 27 days. That's how long the police were able to go last year without killing somebody. Just someone in general. And I'm looking at their calendar dates. Most of the killings were over 3 people. Every day. Every day. Are you kidding me? This is what I'm saying. And people said there's no problems with the justice system and the things that we have going on right now in America. No. Incorrect. There are so many things that are wrong with it. And that's what I'm saying. We really need to fix those problems. I hate to see them. And we got to do something about it. And I keep repeating myself, but I'm happy about it. Just got to keep pushing. Get this one. 3%. Black people are 3 times more likely to be killed by police than white people, but are 1.3% more likely to be unarmed compared to white people. We are most of the time we're unarmed and we're murdered more than white people. White people tote guns more than we do, but we're murdered more. And this is what I'm saying. I forgot what the protest was, but this is what I'm talking about. The protest. There was some protest. I forgot. I didn't realize. I don't know what they were protesting for, but there was a whole bunch of white people just protesting. And it wasn't. It wasn't violent, but they were hitting these police officers, spitting at them, and guess what? Nothing was done to them. All the police officers did was link their arms and make a shield. Are you kidding me? But you see black peaceful protesters outside. And you know what happens to them? They get brutalized, hit, punched, tear gas thrown at them. All because we're fighting for a better cause? Oh my God. What's wrong? Like, what are we doing wrong? It's peaceful. We're not... Why are we looking at the color of the skin so much? It's not important. It's really not. I mean, there's so many facts here that just show, like, we're unrightfully killed for no reason to incite it. And not only that, but justice is never served to these people. They get out free. Like George Zimmerman? I think that's his, George Zimmerman. The killer of Trayvon Martin back in 2012. This man was acquitted of all of his charges. And I'm almost sure it was because there's some law in Florida that says if you feel like your life is threatened, you can kill anybody. You can shoot him. And that's how he got out of it. He said, "Oh, I feel like my life was endangered by an unarmed 17-year-old black kid. Nothing on him." Are you kidding me? This man still walks around to this day. He's perfectly fine. Nothing happened to him. No jail time, no nothing. This is that bull that I'm talking about. You can't tell me that's not bull. He should be in jail right now. Life. Done. Come on. It's crap. And then we got Breonna Taylor. This was happened in March. She was unrightfully searched at her house in Kentucky, and a stray bullet ended up hitting her. The police were searching her house because they suspected she suspected drugs, because pretty much she was seen, because she used to date this dude that sold drugs, right? So they now suspected her of having drugs in the house. And that would make sense if they had a warrant to do so, but it was a no-knock search. No-knock search. There were shots fired on both sides, but the police started the encounter with not knocking. They just busted in and ended up killing the woman, shooting her 8 times. And this is amidst the coronavirus pandemic. And she was an EMT. She put her life before others. And now you're suspecting this woman of drugs? This is a black woman putting her life on the line for others, for people in America, saving people, and you just shot her? Just shot her up like that. Just had to bust in her house like that. I'm almost sure they would have been fine if you knocked first. Like that. Come on now. Like then we got George Floyd. This is very recent, probably 1 or 2, maybe 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. I don't know the exact time. Yeah, I think it was like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. George Floyd got killed. And I don't even want to bring up the officers in this one. I'm just going to refer to them as the officers. Nah. He was unrightfully killed because I think that they suspected him of forgery. But They suspected this man of forgery, and they put their knee in his neck. 3 dudes on his back, holding him down. But he couldn't breathe. He couldn't breathe. They wouldn't let the man up. So he died right there with his face stuck to the ground, knee in his back. Man wasn't resisting. He didn't even do anything. Forgery or not, forgery is not something you need to take somebody, put them on their back so they can't breathe for, who's not resisting. But we see these white boys toting AK-47s, Glock 9s. All these guns is running up in the schools, done shot up 30 people. And you know what? The police go in and they nicely bring them out. And you know what? They give them water and they give them food. They're being nice. And you know what they say in court? Oh, it's a mental disease. So he doesn't go to prison. Instead, we're going to send him to a mental area. No death penalty for shooting up 30 people who probably didn't do a thing to him. Nah. And this is what I'm saying. That's why I'm just looking at it like you kill the people, the black people who aren't doing anything. They're cooperating. But you don't shoot the white kids that are just running in schools and shooting people down. What? Come on now. Come on now. And if that was a black person shooting up people in the school, we would be killed immediately. They'd probably throw a bomb at us. Probably bring a tank. I mean, come on. It's despicable, bro. Why? Why does that? And then I got one from, I think last night. Might have been 2 days ago. 6 officers. Two officers were fired. 6 officers have been charged with excessive force on 2 black college students. 2 were fired. 3 were put on desk duty. Messiah Young and Kenya Pilgrim. They were riding home from a protest, and I'm not even going to say 6 because I looked at the video. There was about 10, 15 dudes running up on their car. They didn't do a thing. All they did was, they were talking to somebody outside the car who got tackled down, beat down. It was one of their friends. And then 15 police officers surround their car. Just battery. They brutalized that car. They beat the windows in. And they tased the mess out of these 2 young kids who didn't do anything. They didn't have any guns. They weren't even resisting. I mean, I saw more fear than I saw, like, them trying to do anything or put anybody's life in danger. Just fear. I'd be scared too if 15 police officers surrounded the car, beating in my windows with tasers pointed at me. So, they had a press conference. And they're trying to see if they can get at least these 6 officers. I think 2 of them were arrested. And I think the other 4 have until 5 p.m. on June 5th to come in to surrender, because the government's going after them. So we might find justice in that case. So that's really what I'm saying. You know, we're really trying to fight for our justice, and I love that. We're not going for this bull anymore, and we're all tired of it. Everyone. So I almost believe we're gonna get the change that we want as, black people, and as the people united as one, we'll get what we want. I'm almost sure of it. We just gotta keep at it. No, this is gonna be the last thing I bring up for today. Hollywood Boulevard. No. Let me not bring that up. What I'm trying to say is, it doesn't help that we have a buffoon. A buffoon sitting as the head, not the founding face, but the face of America right now. It doesn't help a buffoon is sitting there. I know we all saw him tear gas people to take a picture. Tear gas people to take a 2-minute picture. And then he's gonna hop on. He got Twitter fingers. He has twitchy hands. He's gonna hop on Twitter, talking on that bull, talking about, calling us black people thugs, and how they're gonna start shooting at these looters. Okay. The military's gonna pull up. He's pulling in the military. And that's what I'm saying. On Hollywood Boulevard, somebody was driving. Saw this today. National Guard is at Hollywood Boulevard. Lord Jesus. It doesn't help. The buffoonery doesn't help. It's bogus. But that's really all I wanted to get into today. Everything is being exposed right now in America. We're seeing people's true colors. We're seeing what's really behind everything. We're finally starting to see it all, and it's looking good at some standpoints, but it's not looking good at other standpoints. But we should finally get what we wanted. And I just want to give out a message. Black Lives Matter. R.I.P. George Floyd, Trayvon Martin, Breonna Taylor, and the thousands and thousands of death, torture, carnage of black people over these 400, 500, however long years. And to the people that listen, stay safe. Stay smart. Don't do anything that you're gonna regret. But stand up for us. Stand up for it. You know what I'm saying? That was another episode of Gotta Keep It Real podcast. And I'm out. Peace.